Chalke, everybody. Sarah Chalke. Ah, Sarah.
Break me off a piece of that.
Break me off a piece of that. You look fantastic. I like your dress.
Thank
Is
you.
that little...
I like your tie.
Thanks very much. It's not actually mine. It's Bob Barker's. I borrowed it for the occasion. I tried borrowing Drew Carey's ties, but the problem is Drew's got a wider neck than me. So what happens is, when I wear his ties, they go all the way down to my area.
I'm sure he appreciates you telling that story.
It's not true. You know, I made it up. Does that dress kind of poofy up at the bottom?
Yes, it does.
I like that.
It's a bit of like a bubble.
That's nice.
At the bottom.
Yeah, no, I like it. Are you having a nice time on the Scrubs show?
Yes, we're having such a good time.
You know, I worked with Zach Braff with my first job in America.
He told me, he said, you played the cool teacher. Yeah.
Well, what happened is we did a pilot for CBS, and I played the cool teacher, but unfortunately I was the drunk actor. So what happened was... This is true.
He may have told me that too.
No, it's true. We did it in 1990. Now, if you do the math, I've been sober 16 years, right? So this... No, thank you, but 1990 does not fall into that 16 years. So
right.
Zach, when I met Zach, he's like, hey, we did that show together. And I'm like, I have no idea who you are, young man. I worked with him for 2 weeks. I'm like, ah! Now, are you an American citizen now? Well, you were going to be.
I got last week.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Welcome.
I like that you're saying welcome now that you've had yours for like a month.
I've been here
You're
a couple of months. Yeah,
people.
I've got my hat, my denim shirt, good teeth. I'm in.
Olestra.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't mention it by name.
Get right in.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know if you can mention it by name. No, you can't mention it by name.
You can beep that out.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time I ever got beeped on a...
Well, let's stick around, Junior. Once this clears up, But if you weren't born in America, where were you born?
Canada.
I love Canada.
I love Scotland.
Really?
Yes.
You ever been?
No, but I like the Scottish accent.
Right. Yeah.
I like the accents.
Yeah, I like the accent in Canada. You know, it's very similar to Scotland. You say a boot, we say a boot.
Yeah. Hoose.
Hoose.
Mum.
Mum. Yeah. Bacon.
It's true. But the test is really...
What part of Canada are you from?
I'm from Vancouver.
I like Vancouver. That's near. It's near to here.
It's very near.
Yeah,
it's very close.
Do you go back there a lot?
All the time.
Do you know who's from Vancouver? Pamela Anderson.
I know. I aspire to be here.
Yeah.
I do. That's why I moved down here, to follow her.
Really? Was it really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you implying she's older than you in some way?
Hey, her boobs are younger than me.
Her boobs are younger, that's true.
It was really hard to become a citizen.
I know, there's a test and everything.
How
did you do on the test?
I got really nervous because you have to swear on, do this oath, you're going to tell the whole truth, and then I got so nervous that I got my address wrong. So that was really embarrassing.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky.
And then I did, and then
because they've got your address right there.
They do. They're looking at it, and they're like, "Didn't you just swear on an oath that you're going to tell the truth?"
Yeah.
I gave them your address. And then they're saying they're testing me on the American history, and that was going well, I think, but they're so serious, and they're like this, and you have no idea actually how you're doing. And then he's like, who's the first undersecretary for James Madison?
What?
I thought, oh my God, I'm going to be sent back to Canada and fail. And then he was like, I'm just joking. Yeah.
Wow. And it was an actual robot who tested you?
They're so serious.
They're very serious. Well, it's a serious business. They're in charge of America. They're the gatekeepers.
They make sure that you haven't been a prostitute before. There's a lot of
They never asked me that, thank the Lord.
They did.
No, I don't know if I could have sworn, really. So, you weren't then?
I had my fingers crossed.
No, all right. Oh, well, that counts. If you have your fingers crossed, you're fine. So now you're in, and are you doing that show on CBS as well again? You're doing the...
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother.
I am. They called me the night before, and they're like, can you be here tomorrow morning? And I was like, I would love to. I love that show. I think it's hysterical. And I got to be a doctor, so it was okay that I didn't have any prep time, because I got to bring my own lab coat, and then they just put, like, a pocket protector over the Dr. Reed.
No, yeah, because... and it all works out?
Yeah.
Well, you're bridging the gap between NBC and CBS.
Yes.
Which is more than we're doing. It's lovely to meet you. Sarah Chalke, everybody. We'll be right back. The lovely Sarah Chalke, everybody. Sarah Chalke. Hello, Sarah.
Good afternoon.
Very nice to see you again. You look absolutely marvellous.
Thank you. I thought I would try and coordinate with your color palette here.
Really?
Yes.
And does it? I don't know.
Well, now I'm hurt.
No, I don't know if it does. I'm contrary to popular opinion. I'm not actually gay, so I can't tell you anything about interior design.
I wanted to coordinate with your tie. I heard you were going to wear an orange tie, and they lied. I think we still match.
Yeah, well, maybe if I was to lay my tie across your dress.
I would like that anyways.
All right, then.
I thought if I said that, that might
That's fine.
occur.
This is my way of... It's nice.
I thought we were going to do the whole interview like that, no?
I would. Oh, you got engaged?
Yes, I did.
Oh, congratulations. That's lovely. Yes. That's nice. Now, I don't know if you know, but you're Canadian. Well, you lived in Vancouver for a while.
I am Canadian, yes.
Well, did you get engaged to another Canadian?
I did. I got engaged to another Canadian.
So if you have children, there'll be more Canadians.
They will, and yes, I'm actually on my second engagement ring to the same person. I just lost my first one, so...
You can't do that. Why do you mean you lost it? Where did you take it off?
I don't know how it happened. I have no idea, but now his cell phone number's on the inside. And
of yours?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you should do the same. That way, if you
I'm not taking
this
off. I'm not taking this off. I can't afford to take off another one.
You can't. You really can't. Congratulations on getting married.
Thanks very much indeed.
I heard you guys were snowed in and...
We got married in a very snowed-in ceremony, which meant that we had to cancel the reception. Yes. Yeah. Where are you going to get married? Have you decided?
Maybe wherever you did, and then we can cancel the reception too.
Well, we got married in Vermont, where I could have married a dude if I changed my mind at the last minute.
Did you?
No, I thought I better just...
You went with...
Yeah.
With your fiancé.
Old school, yeah.
Right.
Is that how you say it? Fiancé?
Yes. That's how we say it. Do you find that when you came here, I find that I speak a different language. Like, when I first came down, fiancé, garburator, toque.
Garburator? For carburetor?
Carcade. There's just all these Canadianisms.
I've never heard of any of these ones, though. The garburator?
Garburator's a garbage disposal.
Oh, I thought that was a carburetor. It's a garburator.
It's much better, though, right? It's kind of an automatic.
It sounds kind of good, but it sounds like maybe a garbage disposal unit that could grow to an immense size and take over Chicago. The garburator!
Parkade.
What's parkade?
It's a parking structure.
A parkade?
Yeah.
No, I don't like that at all.
You don't like that? Not as much as garburator?
No,
so
garburator's great. Parkade, I'm not so much. Where are you going to put your car? In the parkade? Oh, look at you. No, I don't like it.
It's too, like, fancy and...
Yeah, it's putting on airs.
Yeah,
you're just parking your car. Come on.
Did you have any of those?
What? Cars? I've had my fair share. But I took off and then I had to get rid of them all. What about moving from NBC to ABC? I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know either. Do you want to come over? To ABC.
To ABC?
Yes.
I thought you might do. You want to just come over? I was like, come on. Has it made a difference in your life? Do you suppose you have to go to a different building?
We go to the same exact creepy abandoned hospital in the valley that we always went to.
I go to that hospital and I'm not even on a show.
That's why your health is not good. It's okay.
It's very bad.
We don't do a very good job.
It's a CBS health plan. What can I do?
Totally.
So you have to go to the Scrubs. Well, so there's no difference at all. They just put it on a different network.
Yeah, the difference was we got to continue for a year, and we thought we were going to be done, and that was it. And then we got a call saying we got to do it again.
So you're going to get married. Are you going to have children, or have you not decided yet?
No, I want a lot.
Really, a lot of children?
Yeah, a lot.
How many?
I don't know. I haven't.
You know what, think about it after you've had one. You know, we have one and then reevaluate, because you might think, oh, you know, I might.
And it might be bad if I say like 6 right now on your show, and then he's in the back there and he finds out that right here.
You know, your husband's going to have to know. You can't. You won't be able to secrete children around the house without him finding out. They make a lot of noise. They make smells. You just can't conceal them in any way.
I think.
Do you come from a large family? Do you have a lot of?
There's 3 of us.
3 of you?
Yeah.
Not including your mum and dad?
Not including my mom and
Right,
dad.
well, that's...
3 girls.
3 girls?
Yes.
Where are you in the...
I'm in the middle.
Right.
Probably why I'm an actor.
Really? Do you think that's...
I don't know. It's like, you know, for the middle kid, there's like no baby books.
Oh.
So you like do the...
What does your older sister do?
She actually is the reason that I'm an actor. She is a lawyer now and works for my parents' adoption agency. They have an adoption agency.
Oh, that's right. Well, maybe you should adopt some children.
I think I might.
That's a great idea. I think that's a lovely idea,
I would love
adoption
to.
children.
Yeah.
American children or children from around the world?
I would be open to any of it, but I think probably South Africa or... Yeah.
Really? That's because your parents travelled around doing all that when you were a kid, didn't they?
Yeah, they took us with them.
That must have been kind of strange going to other countries and seeing...
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cool way to grow up.
What does your younger sister do?
She's in college.
Oh.
She was born 13 years later.
So she's drinking beer right now?
She is. And learning how to become a doctor, so that's good.
Right, she's going to need that if she's a doctor.
Yes, yes.
Hey, she's really a doctor, and you're a TV doctor. Oh.
I've taught her everything I know, which is 0 things.
Yeah. I don't want to be worked on someone who studied under a TV doctor. I want a regular doctor full of doctor ideas.
But that's all your CBS
Health plan. No, I'm not.
No.
The cast of Scrubs, that's what you get. Congratulations on the move. It's lovely to see you again, and congratulations on your engagement. Really,
congratulations on your wedding.
Thanks very much indeed. The lovely Sarah Chalke, everybody. Really welcome. Too good. Please welcome the lovely Sarah Chalke, everybody. Sarah Chalke. Sarah Chalke.
Hi, Ferguson.
Oh, there she is.
There he is.
You look great.
You look great.
No.
Blue tie is her color.
No, you're just saying that because I am on a talk show and you're a woman, but you look great.
I'm blushing because I just pet Secretariat backstage.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Secretariat didn't know he was here. Oh, yeah, that's him in the door.
Why are you such a good dancer?
I'm not that good a dancer. It's just the Secretariat brings it out. I used to dance when I was younger.
You did not?
I did. I was in when I first came to America, I was 21. I was in the American Modern Dance Theatre, and we did modern dance. People played bongos, and I went.
Your American dance troupe had bongos too?
Yeah. Were you in a dance troupe?
We call it contemporary dance class in Canada.
Yes. Are you Canadian?
Yes. I thought. Oh God. Someone after my own heart.
Yeah.
I have these in like a holster, like I can reach. Glove compartment ever. I actually went 2 years.
I was just joking about that. It was just a stupid joke about being Canadian. I don't really mean it. Do you use this a lot?
I actually just went cold turkey 2 years clean, and then 1 pump, and I was back in.
You get some in your leg.
Oh God, that's embarrassing.
No. No, it looks pretty good.
So yeah, I actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I was in a contemporary dance troupe in Canada for 11 years with my sister, and Neil would play the bongo drums, and Anna would yell out colors, and then you would do whatever that color made you feel. So she'd be like,
"Could we do it now?"
Yes, please.
All right. So I like that.
Be ready. You have to yell out a color.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm getting the mood going.
I gotta get into it.
Cerise. Man, that's amazing. That's just like Cerise.
Right?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Oh, all right. I gotta do it too. All right. Okay.
Puce.
Puce?
Puce. It's like a puce.
It sounds like puke.
Dance, toots.
Taupe.
Taupe? Come on. Give me a real good puce and taupe.
Marionberry.
brilliant, Barry.
Okay, fine.
No, yeah, Do you think that helped you in your acting career when you came to the United States, that you knew how to dance colours?
The number of times that has gotten me a job, I cannot even tell you.
I don't know. It's a kind of fascinating thing, though. It's an interest. It shows you know how to use your body and interpret, you know, colours. Yeah. You can do that thing with your eye. That my wife can do that. Like you can close one eye and it's kind of weird looking. Yeah. Look,
yeah.
Can you see that? Look. Yeah, it's kind of. I worry about you when you do that. Do that again.
I don't know why I shouldn't tell you this. I don't tell many people this, but I have a character whose name is Woch, and he has a fluttering eye and no upper lip. Like that.
You have a character that what you do in your dance troupe, or you?
No, it's amazing the number of weird things I did during my upbringing. The dance troupe was completely separate. The dance troupe was just 13 girls running around in full-piece spandex onesies of different colors.
Sweet.
There was no fluttering upper lip and eye.
Yeah, no, I bet there was some eye and fluttering going on. Guys in the audience.
What did you guys wear? Did you have a similar wardrobe?
I actually used to wear blue spandex unitard. Yeah. So, and I think there are photographs of it somewhere. Your move, internet. But I think, yeah, I danced around, and the place that I danced actually became. It used to be a theatre, and it was a gay bar during the week, and a theatre at the weekend, or the other way around. I can't remember.
Like my favorite place ever. Anyways, keep going.
And then it became Coyote Ugly, where the girls dance. That's the same place. It used to be called The Last Resort, and it kind of was.
And you would get up and dance on those same tables. And
Yeah, I did a little bit. Yeah, I did a little bit of that. I kind of missed those days.
Oh, I don't think there's anything wrong with bringing that back.
Do you ever go dancing now with your husband? Do you go dancing?
I just did with Secretariat.
Yeah.
With my husband. I made my fiance take a salsa dance class with me, actually, which was
I've done that too.
You have?
Yeah, salsa dancing. Yeah, I like that.
I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's good. It's very sexy, the salsa dancing.
It's very sexy.
So your fiance, not your husband?
Oh, my fiance.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. When did you get... Don't. It's not... Tutti frutti. Ori Povich, all right? I think a simple congratulations is enough, don't you think? It's appropriate. You want a round of applause? All right, a round of applause.
It's hard for a weird Canadian girl who used to modern dance and has a fluttering eye to find love.
What part of Canada are you from?
Vancouver.
Ah.
What does that mean?
No, that's
more Purell, a second round.
No. I like Vancouver. Did you go back for the Olympics?
I was actually back there for a little bit of them. I was very pregnant and couldn't be there the whole time. I
didn't ask if you were competing in the Olympics.
Well, I didn't know if you. I mean, I used to be a race walker. I made it to the state finals. It's actually an Olympic sport. Yes.
Really? A race walker? What is that?
I wasn't much of an athlete, and I just wanted to get to go to the tournament, so my friends would go for track and field, and so I had to go into the most underattended sport, which was race walking.
Race walking? Well, so people just walk quickly?
Yeah, but it's hard. You have to, there's a rule, like you have to have one foot on the ground at all times.
Oh, so I don't know how anyone can imagine that. It's clear to see why Cirque du Soleil came out of Canada now. That's an amazing feat of balance.
Imagine how hard your brain has to work at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
It's really embarrassing. They just throw all the girls and all the guys at the same time on the track, just get it over with. It's like the most embarrassing sport. But I got to go in the bus with my friends when they were going for the track and field meet, and they were doing like the cool relay races, and I was race walking.
Make me feel kind of sad for you, know?
That was my goal.
Yeah, now we both have to take a break.
Oh, okay.
I think we should see other people.
I picked Jeff Peterson.
Yeah, all right. Good luck there. We'll take a break. Will you hang around and we'll be back in a minute?
I would love it.
All right, we'll be right back, everybody. We'll be right back with Sarah Chalke. Welcome back. back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here with the lovely Sarah Chalke, who was telling me about your son who's dancing.
Yeah, he just started dancing today. I actually got to
He's
go.
only one.
He's very advanced. He's very advanced. And I just start.
And then you say a colour, and up he gets.
Yeah, and he doesn't sit there and go, why are you saying puce? He just goes with it. He's like,
Well, that's because
that's clearly puce.
No, no,
if you
no.
think about
That was puce that you just did?
Yeah, obviously.
Kind of pucey to me. I don't know. I thought it might have been taupe.
Well, I can see where they're very similar.
Are they similar?
They're very similar.
I don't actually know the difference between puce and taupe.
Well, I think puce is like a very greeny-ish color, probably why it made you think of puke.
Yeah.
You know what? You should Purell again.
Oh, really?
Use hand ties.
Why? Are you addicted to this stuff? Is that your thing? Are you back on it again?
I am. I'm telling you, one pump and I was back to a bottle a day.
Because you've got the baby?
That didn't help, although I have started to realize that, like, now a baby's like a petri dish. I mean, I get my antibacterial wipes and my sanitizer, my gels, and I go to the airport and I've got it all ready to go. And then I look at him and he's like dragging his tongue along the railing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what?
This is still the baby, not your fiance, right? Where is the baby?
Both.
Both of them. Getting on the plane.
Isn't that what you do?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love to lick me a banister on the way to the plane.
So I go home today in between work and coming here, and there's Charlie Rhodes Afifi, and he's dancing. I mean, he was literally doing these, he does like these little squats. He goes like this, and that's his dancing, just up and down, and my heart broke into a million pieces.
Oh, sorry. That's good. Now, would you like him to go into show business? Like
I just air spanked.
Yeah,
just to keep it.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. Yeah. Well, you know, it's appropriate. An actual spank. We're not at that point yet.
Probably next time.
Maybe.
The Secretariat.
Yeah. We'll disguise it by having the horse running up and down.
Yeah.
Now, do you want your boy to go into show business? Do you want him to be in the acting game?
I think he would be really good as Jeff Peterson.
No.
I need this job.
You need this job. No, listen, tell me, your son, you should get him into commercials and stuff. I'm going to do that with my boy. He's 3 weeks old. I'm getting him out the door working.
It's always a really good idea.
Yeah, why not? They all look the same babies anyway, just little bald guys. Go ahead.
They don't all look the same.
Oh, they do. I love my son, but I go, yeah, it's you. I mean, when they get to a year, yeah, you can tell. Actually, women can tell. His mother can tell. I go in and go, hey, buddy.
So he'll be working full-time by
Yes, I'd like to get him out there working, you know. It's always a good thing. It seems to work very well for kids if they're famous and working as actors at a young age.
The younger, the better.
Gets them off to a good start. Get them in rehab by 10.
Exactly.
You know.
Get that out of the way. So by 12, they're like, yeah, I've had a lot of
all behind them. They can move on with their career.
That's right. They can start developing characters with a fluttering eye.
Yeah. Oh, listen, you better tell me about the CBS show with Jason. Is it good?
We're having the best time. It's called Mad Love.
Yeah, I know you're having a good time, but is it any good is what I'm saying.
I thought you lied to me during the break and said you'd watched it.
No, I did say that. I did not have sex with that woman. Clinton, though. If you do that, you can say anything you want.
You can say anything you want.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts is the cast is half Canadian.
Oh, really?
And yes, and so anytime, like yesterday I had to say Dr. Zeus, and normally when this happens to me on a job and I say Dr. Zeus and everyone's like, it's Dr. Seuss. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's Dr. Zeus. And now I have Tyler Labine, my fellow Canadian, to back me up.
Yeah, but you're not making the show for Canadians, you're making it for Americans. And all the Americans watching it are going to go, the seaside Dr. Zeus.
Did she say that with a Z?
That's the worst American accent I've ever done. In a lifetime of doing bad accents, that's probably it.
I used to have to go to dialect coaching classes.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of your Canadian accent?
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell the difference. I can't hear it. It's like when you hear a Scottish person and an Irish person, you're probably like, I don't really know. I'm the same
I can only hear Canadian. I can't hear the difference between a Scottish person and an American person. But if I hear Canadian, then it's...
Yeah. Danger time.
Yeah. House about mom.
About. That's because most Canadians learned it from Scottish people saying about and haggis and stuff.
That's right. That's why we get along. I think that there's a very strong connection between the Scots and the Canadians.
Yeah, well, you bet.
I mean, where else would you find two people that were dancing around in blue spandex?
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking about that, actually. I thought about you dancing around in spandex before tonight, though, I gotta be honest. All right, we're done here. That's another classy appearance. Thanks, Sarah. Do you want to...
You should do this too. I forgot to tell you one thing.
Go easy, woman. Come on now. You'll damage your CZ there.
I know, that's the problem with being a hypochondriac. I just read that it actually goes into your ruins your internal organs, so you have to go easy. But you should Purell, because I forgot to tell you I had 2 parties at my house on Saturday, and everyone just called me and they're all puking.
Really?
Yes, it's a true story.
You could have maybe told me that at the start of the appearance. But then
I
was like sniffing your hair and rubbing up against you and going, oh, spank me. You air spanked me.
It only lasts like 24 hours, it's fine.
Yeah, but I've got a baby in the house.
This will do it, it's fine. I believe in this stuff.
You took me into Leno right there. Look what you did. All right. Mouth organ or awkward pause? No, that's mine.
Well...
Oh, you don't have to. It's brand new. Because you've gone completely Howie Mandel, who's also Canadian and a germaphobe.
Oh, believe me, Howie Mandel and I had to share a mic pack one time during an award show. If he only knew where that mic pack was attached on me before he had to use it.
Oh, he knew, but he makes exceptions every now and again.
Maybe, is this a joke pack?
Take the organ out of the box and put it in your mouth, for heaven's sake.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a Discord you have. Can you play?
A little bit.
That's like when you ask people if they speak French and they go un petit peu, and then that's it.
J'ai pris tous mes cours en français depuis la maternelle, Craig. N'est-ce pas?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I mean, oui. Yeah, you're all right. Yeah. You're lucky you're amongst friends, that's all I'm saying.
I've wanted to play musical instrument my whole life. I am completely tone deaf. I can't play one thing.
Well, yeah, but it's all right, neither could I. Sarah Chalke, everybody. We'll be right back. Please welcome the lovely Sarah Chalke, everybody. Say, you look spectacular in a way which is not from the sexual harassment video, but just appreciating your lovely dress.
You may.
Good. You look great. I'm sure Jeff Goldblum said the same thing. Did you run into him on the way?
I literally ran into him.
Did you really?
I literally did. We had a dance party. There was music playing.
Have you met him before? Do you know each other?
I've never met him before. I've always been obsessed with him. My first Jeff Goldblum experience was I was 10 years old.
Yes.
And
is this okay to tell on TV?
It's probably not. It's late night, right?
Right,
it's not
no, it's very late.
Too late.
It's 2 or 3 late. Yeah, it's who gives a rat's ass.
So I could never watch horror movies ever. Like I was a kid at birthday parties who was like behind the couch whenever, or what do you call them here? Sofas? In the States?
They're couches.
They're couches.
Yeah.
Sometimes
couches,
the Canadian
sofas. I know, it's so crazy different. I know. Couch, sofa. Ooh la la.
I don't know. So I had to watch The Fly.
The Fly?
At a birthday party at 10. And then we had to all sleep in the motorhome. Do you call them RVs here? The RV. We slept in the motorhome in the driveway. That was like the birthday party plan.
Was this a birthday party with carnies? Come to our birthday party. Come and watch The Fly. Really?
It was, and so then I had to spend the night outside in the dark in a motorhome on a driveway.
That wasn't in The Fly, though. The Fly was, was mostly an inside film, as I remember. Lots of action happening inside.
But there's still bugs and flies outside and in the RV.
Small ones. Oh, where was this? Canada?
It was in Canada.
Yeah, there's not. It's not big on giant insects in Canada, are they?
Well,
I mean, if it was Australia, I mean, yeah, but Canada, you know, you get a.
They don't have to start big. They just have to start.
No, they only have to. What happens is the fly just only happens to be in the transducer as you go to the other transducer. That's what happens. Apparently, I've never seen it. I have.
Did I mention there were also 2 transducers in the
There were
RV?
transducers in the RV.
That's the problem. That's the issue.
That's one of them swanky RVs.
Yeah, but he looks. I mean, the 3 plaids and the stripe.
Well, you know they were nearly not going to make. This is true. I wouldn't say this if Jeff was here because I'm two-faced. But they were not going to make that movie, The Fly. They couldn't find an actor. They couldn't find an actor to play The Fly. And then Jeff Goldblum walked in and they were like, oh, I think we will make the movie.
We found a fly.
We found a guy that could conceivably pull this off.
And he can bust a move. He was dancing with Secretariat. He's really good.
Oh, Secretariat hasn't been out in a while. Care to?
No. Are you asking me?
Yeah, I was asking you.
I would never say no to dance.
At the door? What the hell?
What the hell?
Is that the robot?
It was a little bit of the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, it was a little bit. You did a little bit of the robot there as well. I saw that. A little bit of the Elaine Boozler from Seinfeld. Saw a bit of that.
I have a house full of Canadians right now. My sister and all of our kids are here, and anytime there's like 5 kids in the house, so whenever there's conflict, someone just yells out "dance party," and then by the time the dance party's over, everyone forgets what they were fighting about.
No, I do admire you Canadians and you.
Our RVs and our dance
Well, you know what's interesting though, that you must have a lot of family around because your Canadian accent is much more pronounced now than it usually is when you're here. It's like when I have a Scottish guest, I'm like, oh, and
I'm like, what about or who's? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, no, and then we go dance party and everyone stabs each other.
I want to come to your dance party.
No, you don't. No, I don't have dance parties anymore. I'm a cranky loner.
You don't have a dance party?
Yeah, I just sit in my lab making meth.
Do you make Secretariat come to your house for a dance?
No. Secretariat couldn't come to my house.
No.
There would be questions that would be asked. Do you have a horse?
I do.
At your house?
At my house.
Really?
Of course I don't.
Oh, okay.
I did actually.
Some people have horses, you know, horse owners and
okay,
folks
this is
like
embarrassing.
that.
I don't know why. I seem to tell you things that I wouldn't normally tell people, but I did have a baby horse in my house the other day because it was my little guy's birthday party, and we had some animals there.
Your son. No, not your husband.
My son. He's one.
Right.
And so we had a petting zoo. It was all for rescue animals.
Nice.
But the little horse, at some point, someone was like, I think there's a horse in the kitchen, and the horse did go in.
The horse was in the kitchen? Did it go into the refrigerator?
It did.
Because it might not have been a horse then, it might have been, you know, midget in a suit.
It totally.
Check for thumbs.
Secretariat's baby.
Come to our dance party. Yeah. No, that would be, no, don't do that. Be careful, yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have dance parties. Last time I was here, we had both discussed that we both modern dance to bongo drums.
Yes, I have done that. Yeah, but I was younger then. I don't have the patience or skill or, to be frank, body for it anymore, eh?
Then my gift for you is going to be useless. I brought you something because we had discussed maybe delving back into our modern dance bongo career.
You brought me bongos?
Well, what I found so
that's
amazing
not bongos,
was that,
isn't it?
No, it's not bongos. It was just such a coincidence that we both used to wear blue onesies, spandex unitards. So I was driving here and I found you.
You know what's weird? That's lovely. Thank you so much. You know what's weird?
What?
It's exactly like the one I used to wear. I swear. Yeah. And the first time I went to dance class, I didn't know anything about wearing a dance belt either.
Stirrups.
So I just wore it.
You just wore it?
Yeah. So Jeff.
Bull.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I looked like I was smuggling marbles across the. And the choreographer had to come over and go, you might want to wear a dance belt.
So then you got a dance belt.
I said, well, what's that? And he explained it to me over dinner.
You slut.
You're probably thinking like it looked. I mean, I bought it on the way, so I just raced in and I gave them. I mean, your measurements, and don't worry, it has some give. I think it's. I mean, it has stirrups on the bottom. It's baby.
You're gonna need something bigger down here.
That's what I told them.
What?
But they said this has a lot of give.
Is this the kind of thing that people wear in your house for your dance parties?
That is the thing. When someone calls a dance party, everyone runs to their bedrooms, puts on their onesies, their spandex unitards. It's called a unitard.
It's funny that this does take me back to a very bad time in my life. Thanks for that. Well, we're out of time. Care for an... your show looks great.
Thank you. We're having so much fun.
Do you want...
Monday nights, 8:30.
Oh, yeah. Do you fancy an awkward pause or a mouth organ?
Can I refuse both and dance you out with a bongo drum and you can do a modern dance for us?
No. But you could do, but you could be offended by that and go quickly into an awkward pause.
Okay.
And a mouth organ. Do you want a mouth organ?
I do.
I thought you did.
I would never say no.
I can tell.
I don't get one?
No, you do.
Okay.
I'm just waiting. Hands reaching over for the mouth organ. Don't put on my... Hey, don't wear my clothes.
Don't worry about it.
No, that's mine, bitch. You gave it to me, that's mine, thank you. This is for you. Can you play?
I played the cello for 7 years, and I think there are a lot of similarities between...
I don't know if that would work if you stick it between your legs, but...
See how I got...
Do you really play cello? I think we talked about that, right?
We never have.
We never told you played the cello? That is the sexiest musical instrument for a woman to play, don't you think?
It kind of is, but I didn't...
all that... Gets me going, that.
So, but I was never good. I mean, I've never
You don't need to be good.
I would just, during concerts, I would just kind of lift the bow just above the strings so nobody could hear what I was doing.
Well, you really... Oh, that's great. Look at that.
Feels professional.
Whoa! You got a musician on her hand. That was great.
It really was. Or do you want
Sarah Chalke, everybody. Sarah Chalke, everybody. Sarah Chalke. That's you? Oh, yeah, Hi, Sarah, you look great.
You look great. I like your tie.
You look great. I mean, do you like my tie?
I do.
It's
I
my
like it a
first
lot.
tie of Christmas week.
It's very
I'm going to wear
fascinating.
Christmassy ties all week.
I'm so glad I didn't wear the same one I was going to, and then I didn't.
I like a woman in a tie. I think a woman in a tie looks sexy.
Oh, I agree. I rocked a tuxedo once to a bat mitzvah when I was 13.
That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about a full-grown woman well past the age of 18 who is wearing a tie, heels, a hat, and nothing else. That's what I'm talking about.
That was my other option.
Right, well, there is
I
that.
didn't go that direction.
Are you going to be dressing up as something like that for this Christmas?
I think I'm going to go back to my bat mitzvah tuxedo
No.
this year.
Can you still fit in your bat mitzvah?
Don't make me feel bad about myself.
No, I'm not. I was going to compliment you. That's great. I'll also say for 13, you must have been enormous.
I was.
Yeah, a
I was
very
really-
tall girl.
They called me Squarey instead of Sari. Yeah.
They did?
Oh, when I was 2, not 13.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing Christmas? What are you going to do? I mean, you're Jewish, clearly, so... but or you had a bat mitzvah under, false
It wasn't-
pretenses.
No, it wasn't my bat mitzvah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we actually, my grandmother did tell us on her deathbed that we're Jewish, but I didn't know that growing up. So we actually celebrated Christmas all growing up, yes. But that's another story.
Your grandma died?
Yes.
When?
It was a very long time ago. This is like turning into therapy.
No, I'm concerned about the
appreciate it, 'cause, like-
and by the way, we're Jewish. Like that, was that it?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Yeah, it was. But this is good. We're working through it.
Wait, are you in therapy? Because you should be in therapy. Do you go to therapy? I go all the time.
There's no time for it, so now I'm glad that we can spend this valuable time.
Well, okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about you, Sarah, and let's talk about what worries you about your cultural identity.
I guess the Canadian thing's always been an issue. I get mocked a lot.
You get mocked for being Canadian?
Well, you must know what this is like. Like, you use words that they don't have here, like toque and carburetor and seawall and parquet.
I don't understand the words you're saying.
And this is what I deal with on a
Which
daily
part
basis.
of Canada are you from?
Vancouver.
Vancouver?
Yes.
Do you go back to Vancouver a lot?
Yeah, all the time.
Do you ski?
Yes.
They got great skiing in Vancouver, I've heard.
They do. It was my first job. I was a ski instructor.
Really? Ooh, I'd quite like to see that. Yeah.
No.
Do you have a little ski bunny outfit? Like, everybody follow me.
No, we had these like dorky, big purple jackets that said "Sure Turn" all over the back. It was for
Said what in the back?
Sure Turn. I don't know why.
Sure Turn?
Sure, like Sure Turn. I don't know. You're sure about your turns. I have no idea. It was a very
Oh,
disorganized.
Sure Turn.
Sure Turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not originally from here. Yeah.
We're not.
I just learned to ski like about a day ago.
You did?
Yeah.
You must be so good.
I'm great at it. I learned and I was just great right away. Pizza, French fries, I'm your man.
And you had like a cute ski bunny outfit.
Yeah, I've got a little
like,
one piece. Follow me. Sure turns. You've got a little one, haven't you? You've got a little. I mean, a child.
I do. I have. I have a little child who's 2.
Well, so you're going to teach her to ski.
Him to
ski.
He actually went on skis for the first time last year.
That's
between my
adorable.
legs. Pizza, French fries. Pizza.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah,
my youngest son is 2. I think it's time for ski lessons.
I think it's time.
But my wife's a very ski person. She's like, I sometimes go home and she's skiing, and I'm like, it's California, baby. What are you doing? She said we have skiing in California, and I'm like, not in the house.
She skis in the house?
She skis in the house. Do you never do that?
Do you need therapy too?
What?
I want to start skiing in the house. I think that actually sounds like a great.
Well, you can ski down the stairs. Do you live in a bungalow or a 2-up thing?
I live in a 2-up thing.
Well, if you live in a 2-up thing, you can ski down the stairs.
Ski down the stairs.
Yeah.
It's not that safe, but.
Nah, it's not safe at all.
Safe
Yeah.
No, but my 2-year-old and you have something in common.
Both Scottish?
Well, that would be very confusing.
Yeah.
To my fiance, but no, he's not Scottish. He's half Egyptian, Charlie.
I'm not half Egyptian.
You're not. No.
That I know of. Unless my grandmother's like, by the way, we're half Egyptian.
No, I was watching all of your and Secretariat's Gangnam Style dance parties, and that's what Charlie does every night. Every night before bed, he's 2, and every night before bed he says, I want to have, he calls it gum gum style. He says, I want to have a gum gum style dance party, and he's really good.
Do you want, I mean, because we're out of time, do you want to finish things up with a gum gum style dance party? I can bring out the horse, Tian and Lisa will come out, Jeff will go nuts, the music will play, people will go nuts for this.
I would love, can I give you your present first?
Do you have a present?
I need your tree.
Oh, yeah. You need the Christmas tree. Sorry, it's not lit up. Hold on.
Okay, so this is my Christmas family tradition. We do something called the lotto tree. So if you're ever like going to like a Secret Santa or like something like this is what we give.
You give out lotto tickets?
It's a lottery. Well, instead of a sticker collection as a kid, I had something called the Lottery Museum, which was just like a weird brown plastic binder that said Lottery Museum, and it was just all dead tickets.
You really should be in therapy, yeah.
Yeah.
And what you put lottery tickets on the tree?
And then you put
but they're expired lottery tickets.
No, they're like new scratchers. There's like
awesome, yeah.
And then all the fancy like big time like $5 scratchers would go like in a cup in the middle of the table. And then
did you grow up in a trailer?
I grew up in a trailer, and now I live in a two-up
thing. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for doing that. So do you still want to? Do you want to do the gum gum style dance and get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, gum gum style dance and Sarah Chalke, everybody. Let's get going. Chalke! You look good. You look really good. Like really. Are you doing Pilates or something?
No, I'm not. But I have actually heard about this whole Pilates craze. I'm thinking of diving in, but I'm
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
No, because whatever you've got.
Are you doing Pilates? Clearly.
What? That's not bad.
I know that was genuine. Genuine. You know what it is? It's the interpretive dance.
Yeah, that's right. I do a lot of that. Do you know Scott?
Hi, Scott.
How are you?
So good. You guys were...
Was that German there you did?
Yeah, natürlich.
Like, are you German? You've been here a lot of times. I never noticed you being German.
Craig.
So if I talk like this, you suddenly feel more at home?
If you could do the whole interview like that, I feel much better. Take me back to my roots, ja? Du siehst ganz gut heute. Ich liebe deine Anzug. Auch dein Schlips.
Dein Schlips?
Ja. Deine blaue Schlips.
Do you speak German or are you just making... Achtung!
Meine Mutter ist in Deutschland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was sent to German school actually every Monday and Thursday.
Really?
To learn one of the romance languages. Ich liebe dich!
Yeah!
Like, I love you. I love you. Yeah.
It's. I think German is a very sexy language. I don't know how romantic I feel it is, but I think it's quite sexy. I think that's like.
I just wear my lederhosen and nothing else.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you can do that too. This show looks very good, Sarah. We could plug it a little bit. You know, it's a late night show. You're meant to.
Yeah, I could do that?
Yeah, go on.
I loved it. I had such the best time. Brad Garrett.
Right, great. So anyway, you went to this...
And
Brad Garrett, what is he, like 8 foot tall, that guy?
He's 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
And my son is 2 feet tall, or maybe 1 foot tall. And they fell madly in love. It was love at first sight. So you can imagine like Brad and Charlie like hugging. Charlie like wraps his arms around Brad's leg every time he sees him.
Well, he probably thinks he's some sort of friendly giant. Which, in fact, he is in many ways. I've met Brad Garrett. He's very friendly and he's giant. So he's a friendly giant right there. That's it.
And
that's what they are.
So friendly and the most generous. On Charlie's birthday, this huge box shows up at our door. It's like a ride-on backhoe loader. And we open it and Charlie's so excited and he's like, you know, Daddy can put this together when he gets home. And I was like, I don't know. I got this. I got this. And so I open up the box and there's like 9 separate packages of parts and these manuals.
You can't put stuff together for babies. You can't. No, I'm not saying you can't. No one can.
No one can.
No.
If it's for someone under the age of 3.
It's not just toys. It's anything like cribs, strollers, and it's like they're designed by sadists. These things. They really are. I mean, I suspect they come from a land that you know a little bit about. You know what I'm saying?
This one did. It had so many tiny...
It's like, can't you just make it and then give it to me? Isn't that how it works? Capitalism, you make it, I buy it. That's how it works, right? It's not like I buy the parts and then make it. I got a man, give me the stuff. What do you think?
Give me back a little. Let me see if I can jump on that.
Right.
Yeah. So I had, like, basically lost parts into the body of the backhoe loader, and then, which Jamie then had to completely disassemble the whole thing. The bucket was put on upside down. We had to order more parts off the internet because there's some parts that, like, once you hammer them on, that's it. You can't
get them undone. No, I've been there 100 times. I think that's part of the plan, that you waste a little bit and then you have to buy more.
Buy more.
Yeah.
Or just like a new backhoe loader because now you have a crying 3-year-old who has a backhoe
who's
loader upside down
traumatized for life. Hates you.
Yeah. Loves Brad.
Yeah, loves Brad, giant. Sure, yeah. Because Brad just turns up when it's all done and goes, how you doing, little fellow? So what's the show about then? It's about you have got sexy parents from the olden days?
That was the...
That's it, right?
Line.
Yeah.
Me with sexy parents from the olden days. I play Claudia Lano. It's actually her true story of showing up on her parents' doorstep and saying...
I know Claudia Lano.
You know,
yeah.
She's kind of the best.
She's crazy.
She's the best.
She's really lovely, but I know her. She's nuts.
And yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Is this her show?
It's her show.
It'll be good. It'll be really good.
Like,
she's like...
She's the funniest. She's literally the funniest human.
Yeah, it's like funny stuff there. Comes down her arms, goes in her fingers, doodly-doo. It's on the page. Yeah.
Comes out of the mouth.
That's how you make money in this town.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you've probably got a lot of money, haven't you?
No, I'm very bad with money.
No, come on.
Every time I bought you most of it. I spent on the unitard I bought you that was the same color as your tie. Remember my Your unitard from your modern dance, the full-piece spandex onesie.
Oh, yeah.
I just spend it on
That
things.
was all your money? And that's got to be like a $15 item we're talking about there.
That's maybe all that's ever made.
Are you very cautious with money?
No.
That's a problem. Really?
No, I'm thinking of investing in a horse that people have to stand inside and nod for me.
Can I give you some advice? Because I've got a No, wait. Let me give you some advice, because I have a little bit of experience here. Rent.
So you don't own that one?
Oh, I do now, yeah. Well, you know the rule. Once you poop in it, you own it. That's it. Yeah. You snorted! You snorted!
It's not my fault. It's genetic.
Oh.
Meine Tante Chrissy, she was a snorter. It's not my fault. It really is genetic.
Wait, you mean it's not your fault? I didn't accuse you of snorting like...
You kind of did. You snorted.
Well,
It was a little bit.
I was excitedly observing your snort. I wasn't judging you for snorting, far from it. I've snorted myself on the odd occasion.
On the odd occasion.
Occasionally, yeah. You know, you give it a... Oh, I freaked myself out there when I did that.
I did snort.
Wow, I like your shoes.
Oh, thanks.
Whoa. That's, there's somebody that speaks German right there.
I can only wear shoes that, like, have a top. I can't wear, like, the ones that girls wear with the pretty
Toe
toes.
cleavage?
No, with the toes showing.
Why not?
Because I'm half toe.
You got long toes?
Finger toes.
Can you peel a banana with your toes?
You know, I'm going to do that as an experiment before the next time I see you, but I can write with my feet.
You really can? Yeah. See, I find that very attractive.
It's pretty sexy. Depending on what I write.
Yeah. Can you write German with your feet?
Ach du lieber Gott!
I snorted!
And other sweet nothings like that.
We have to take a break. We'll be right back with Sarah Chalke. And also, we're talking about the dress. Welcome back. We're talking about the dress. It's Robert Frost night. So, are you a fan of Robert Frost?
Oh, yeah, poetry, yes.
Really? Do you find poetry an aphrodisiac? Some people do.
I do. I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, like, singing musicals to me might work better.
Oh, you're such a fool!
On my own. No, I can't sing it. Someone else has to sing it to me.
Well, but don't you find that I always feel sorry for people in musicals that are being sung at, particularly like it's in movies and they're going, I'm singing to you, and the person has to go, keep singing. I don't.
Maybe another couple of verses.
Yeah, I had to sing to, you know the actress Olivia Williams?
Yeah.
I had to sing to her in a musical once.
And?
Yeah, it was all right, actually, now as I think about it. Yeah, it worked out fine.
How did it feel to be singing to her? Did it feel...
Oh, are we still talking about the singing? Yeah, that was fine, too. She snorted. That's what we were after.
It worked.
Yeah, no, it was, yeah. So poetry, eh?
I used to do musicals, musical theater before. I mean, that's why I wanted to get into acting. I wanted to be Eponine in Les Mis, but then I was kicked out of the choir in grade 5.
Why?
Because I'm completely tone deaf.
That's going to work against you unless you're Russell Crowe. Then you can do what you like. Oh, shut up.
Secretariat is nodding.
What?
Secretariat is nodding.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Yeah.
Secretariat? What about you, Scott? Did you see Les Mis, Scott?
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy it?
I really did, yeah. Every time Anne Hathaway came on screen, I would start crying. Every time.
See, that's there you are then. That's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah, every time Anne Hathaway comes on, you start crying. Isn't she the one that ratted out her boyfriend to the feds?
Yes. Secretariat says yes, so yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm okay with that. I mean, the guy clearly was a criminal and had to go to jail, but hey, come on, you know.
No, she did the right thing.
Yeah, she did, absolutely.
She did the right
CBS
The more you know.
Like, if you're fiancé, you guys married yet?
You fianced?
Oh, you're still fiancé?
Yes.
All right, we're good.
I need a little more poetry read to me.
Oh, what's that?
It's like,
I know a joke about that. Do you want to hear my joke I know about that?
Anyway, like,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a very old joke. People already know this, I'm sure. So a guy goes to the doctor and he says, "Doctor, every time I make love to my wife, her toes go like that." And the doctor says, "Get her to take her tights off." This is an old joke. This is an old joke.
I didn't know that one.
You don't know that joke?
I've heard that one. Is this a... I didn't know that one.
Yeah. It's just a very old joke.
So that's what I've been doing wrong.
Wait, so your toes go like... Because, I mean, what you got down there, they'd be like, whoa. Like, airplanes would be landing. They'd be like, oh, there you go, there's the signal.
I may or may not have showed Craig my toes on the commercial.
I've seen them. You've got Nosferatu feet.
They're about the length of my finger.
Yeah, they're really long. I mean, is that a speciality kind of website thing?
Like, is there a website for
Ladieswithlongtoes.com.
Well, you know what? Since I haven't been good with my money, that's a great new
There you go.
venture for me.
I'm here to help. Do you want?
Appreciate it.
Do you want to throw some frisbees at those guys?
Yeah, I would actually. I was
we're
on
out of time.
I was on a ultimate frisbee football team in college, so.
So you're pretty good.
No, I just had to be on the team because I had a crush on someone on the
Okay, then. Sarah Talk. Sarah Talk. There you go. You ready? Come on, Ed. Oh. A doctor. Sarah Talk. Sarah Chalke, everybody, Sarah Chalke. Sarah, you look fantastic. Wow, is that leather? Are you wearing a leather dress?
It is kind of.
What kind
maybe
of
it's
it?
like maybe it's made of like, I don't know, plastic or something. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
you don't
It's
want to
like-
say it's made of leather in
yeah.
case. It's leather, though, isn't it?
Is that pipe leather?
This is a leather pipe, yeah.
Okay. I put the focus off of my leather onto
No, there's
anything
no way the
leather
focus is
around
coming off that. That's very sexy. Are you going out somewhere later? You look good.
I'm probably going to build a Lego tower. That's probably what's on the agenda.
Yeah,
tonight.
really? What age is your kid?
4.
Yeah, that's right.
It's pretty intense stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like,
kind
it
of
takes-
moving. I'm in the transition from Duplo to Lego right now myself.
We just made it. And I'm not going to lie, it's amazing. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
fun.
a real, it's
really
a
fun.
rite of passage. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like when young Aboriginal men go out into the outback and become men.
It's exactly that.
Yeah, but except
exactly the same.
it's the Los Angeles overprivileged kid version of it, you know.
Right. And it takes maybe like 9 adults with a degree to put together.
Yeah, that's
a truck.
right. Son, one day you will move from Duplo to Lego. You all right?
No.
Why, what's wrong? Is it because I did this with my hands?
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Well,
Is it focusing on my mouth? Does my mouth look weird?
Yeah, and you've got a viral infection. I heard.
No,
so
I don't have a viral
it's
infection
over.
anymore. It's gone. Yeah, no, I had it. Oh,
I
it's
just-
terrible.
I
Did
mean,
you get one?
You know how I feel about germs and.
Oh, yeah, that's
just
right.
Let me
Well,
just
it's
bring
all right.
Get it
Yeah,
over here. Just get that out of the way.
Yeah, come on. Oh.
No, you're the one that was touching your face. You're the one that needs to.
You know, my face isn't full of germs. Are you really a germaphobe?
No, I've gotten over it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Shall we test that? Anyway, let's bring out some things for you to touch. Don't know! Wow, don't do that. That's been in my mouth. Actually, do it as long as you want.
I was just doing this to prove that I'm over it.
Well, yeah, but now I've got a lot of cooties on that thing. Don't touch! No! Don't. That's very dangerous. That's got stuff in it that you mustn't have.
It's not good. It's not. Oh, you're not supposed to drink it?
No, it's hand sanitizer.
That's what's wrong. I was not using it correctly.
Yeah. Do you watch the Adult Swim, the cartoons?
I do.
I do as well.
I watch the Adult Swim.
Do you watch Adventure Time with Finn and Jake?
I've seen.
I love Adventure
it's
Time with
amazing.
Finn and Jake. Ah, it's fantastic. See,
Yeah.
that's a TV show, not some old douche and a skeleton.
The hell, man. How you doing, darling? Nice to see you.
Hi, Jeff.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Well, you guys know each other?
Oh, yeah. Good party last week. Great party.
That was a good one.
That was great. All
Yeah.
the Legos, man. That was awesome.
Hey, knock it off. You guys are
Yeah.
full of it. That's ridiculous. Did you go to a lot of Hollywood parties? In your leather dress?
In my leather dress.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Chalke with her leather dress on again. It's not going to happen, Sarah. Do you go to a lot of... Oh, you can't really. You got a kid.
I mean, well, it doesn't stop you. You take them with you. It
No.
still fits in the little Bjorn. You just strap them
No,
on.
he would not at 4. You can't put the... You'll do your back in if you put them in there at 4. Also, it looks weird. It looks like the circus has come to town or something. Wow, look at Cirque du Soleil with a little one and then a big one at the back. Do you like the Cirque du Soleil?
I'm obsessed with the Cirque du Soleil.
Are you really?
Yes, I saw O. And
Is that that's the one about
water
the
one.
orgasm?
Yes.
That's where
what-
they
that's
all
what it's about.
perform acrobatic tricks and then...
Oh, I missed that was the undertone. I didn't realize that.
I think it's not that. It's
I think you
O
saw
like...
different O, different.
Yeah, it's French. It's French for O, like O is for water.
water.
Yeah.
Yes, c'est ça.
There was a French girl here last week. We got on great.
Alors, toi et moi aussi, ça va?
Do you speak French?
Bien sûr. Tous mes cours en français depuis la maternelle.
You're really doing a number on me with the French and the leather dress, I gotta tell you. I might have to drink some of that hand sanitizer. Hey, how did you pick up French? Did you live in France?
No, I have took all of my classes in French since kindergarten.
Ah, really? You went to
Yeah.
the French school?
I did.
Wow.
Math, science, gym.
Gym in French?
Gym in French.
Le bal!
Le bal! Mais Sarah, la gang, là, chuchotait la bouche.
This is fantastic. You should make movies in France.
Okay, yes, please.
Yeah, that'd be...
If you could organize that,
That would be great. There's a movie. We had the girl on last week had done this movie about it was a love affair between two women who kiss and make out and have sex in this movie. You should do one of those.
Okay. Great.
And then send it to me and I'll send it to the French. Have you ever had to do a lesbian scene in a movie?
I have not. I've had to do some lesbian kissing.
Oh, well,
But
I think we all have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But on camera, no. Yes, no, I was on camera.
This is making me very happy all of a sudden. I feel this is going in the right direction. Well, I mean, I think have you ever done any acting in France? You should. You're clearly fluent in French.
I would love to do that.
Well, you've never even thought about it. You must have thought about it.
I'm Canadian. We don't really think outside the box. You just sort of see like what's in front of you. And
Of course, it's French. Is it French-Canadian French?
oh boy,
Oh, you see, there's
might
your
not.
problem. Yeah, I know. They're a bit funny about that.
they are.
Yeah, because they think you guys sound... Which, of course, you don't.
We don't.
No, a little bit.
Well, kind of.
Did you watch the Canadians in the Olympics, the Canadian curling team? That was pretty sexy, wasn't it?
Oh, it's
These
so-
women, like...
It's
Oh, I gotta push the stone away. Then the other girls are kind of brushing.
brushing and then chasing and
Chasing and brushing. Oh.
slipping on the ice.
Yeah, slipping on the... No, I didn't, no, it's when they lean over the stone and...
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the little extra.
Yeah, I like... Did you ever do
My
curling? That's a
highlight of
French-Canadian
the
thing.
Olympics was the commercial that the Canadian Institute of Diversity and Inclusion released. Did you see this?
No.
It's amazing. You're going to watch it immediately after we part. It's basically a luge, slow motion on this luge, like two guys getting ready to luge, and it's like they're pumping back and forth and back and forth in their
Okay.
tight outfits.
Yes.
And then
I'm going to watch it. Yes,
yeah,
I am.
and to music. And then the tagline is, the Olympics have always been a little bit gay. And I was like, I have never been more proud to be Canadian
Wow,
than in this moment.
That's kind of great. All right. Fair dues. Then what about the mayor of Toronto? That's a completely different side of the I mean, I think the Canadians are quite... I have a suspicion they're quite okay with it somehow.
Oh, I think everybody loves it. I think it feels like we're like, finally, we got a bit of edge. You know?
I wouldn't go that far, you know. I mean, oh, well, a little bit, I guess. I mean, but you're not from Toronto. You're from the other bit.
The other side.
Yeah. What's the Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very polite and kind of.
Vancouver's
like that
kind
over
of. It's. I like Vancouver. There's lots of sailing and outdoor stuff. Do you all do all that?
Yeah. I used to sail race.
Sail race?
Yes. I never won anything. I mean, I did get Best Junior Pirate, but that was just that's like the one medal I've ever won in my life, actually.
Best Junior Pirate?
Yeah, we had to dress up for one of the races as a pirate, and I got Best Junior Pirate. I have a plaque.
Can I see the outfit? Are you wearing it now?
That's what I decided to wear today.
No, it's nice. I love it. You don't sail race anymore? You don't do any outdoor stuff? It's LA, you got to stay indoors.
You have to. You can't get outside. And it's so unsafe.
It's too dirty.
There's not enough Purell in the world.
Yeah, oh, come on. But you're here all the time now, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to become an American citizen?
I already did.
You did?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you get your tattoo yet?
Oh, maybe I'm not a legitimate.
Yeah, no, you got to get your tattoo. I got mine
let me see.
when I became a citizen. I got this.
Join or die.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Join or die?
Yeah, it's a cartoon that Benjamin Franklin did in the Pennsylvania Gazette in 1754. It is the first symbol of the United Colonies that became the United States. That's what that is.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. You can get it.
I'm going to get it right here.
Well, if you're going to get it, don't get a tattoo there, though, because that really hurts. That's very hurty.
Oh, that's
right
very
there.
hurty.
You don't have any tattoos?
I have no tattoos.
I think it's time.
I was going to get one recently. I was actually going to get one. Well, I just overcame one of my biggest fears.
Which is? Germs.
Get your therapy pipe.
Oh, yeah, okay. What is your biggest fear?
Well, okay, sharks.
Sharks. Well, I have told you this before. As long as you stay out of the water, the shark is completely harmless.
I know you've told me this, but this was the problem, is I actually got into the water.
This is your first mistake.
It was. I was in El Salvador a couple of days ago.
Okay, why?
I went with this awesome organization called One Kid, One World, and they rebuild schools. And it was an amazing experience.
Sounds like a good thing to do.
It was an incredible experience. And
I feel bad doing the accent for.
I know, but I like it. It's
okay.
And then one afternoon we got to have a surfing lesson, and I was like, "Yeah, totally, I'd love to." And then I have an irrational fear of sharks.
No, there's nothing irrational about it. They'll bite a girl.
Yes, but mine was like in a swimming pool. Like in when I was a kid, I would hear like the like as I was getting into the water in a pool. Like
in Vancouver?
In Vancouver.
In a pool in Vancouver, you're expecting a shark attack?
I would hear the sounds, and I couldn't pass red, which is a very early level of a swimming badge in Canada, because I couldn't turn my back to the water because I had to keep an eye out for the fins, like going down. So that's why it was irrational. No, fear of sharks is rational. I mean, they have rows of teeth.
Yes, they're very, very dangerous. I've swum with them. I've told you this.
I can't believe you act like, how could you put your body in that?
I've put my body in even worse places.
I walked into that.
Swimming with sharks was actually one of the more sanitary places I put my body. At least I was underwater and the sharks were clean.
Yeah, but really a lot of teeth.
Very frightening, yeah.
So I went surfing, and the surfing instructor didn't speak any English, and I didn't speak any Spanish, but the one thing he kept saying was, relax, 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 because I think my head the entire time
was Dracula?
Looking for the fins.
He sounds like he was relax, relax. One shark, two, 1, 2 shark.
He was.
Really? And did you see any sharks then?
No, but I mean...
Because they're not there. Like, being afraid of a shark in the water is like being afraid of a bear and so not going for a walk outside. They're not everywhere, you know.
Yeah, but sharks can travel up to 56 kilometers per hour.
What about bears?
Not 56 kilometers per hour.
If they're in a car.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but then I feel like by the time they get out of the vehicle, which they probably don't do gracefully, you probably have time to climb a tree.
But do you know that the only animal in the world that will stalk you is a polar bear? It will stalk a human, and what it will do is that once it knows a human, it will follow. Like once you get on the plane, it'll be a few rows back, like with a newspaper and a hat. It'll be like, Arr! Yeah.
Yeah, it'll follow you home and then wait until you, like, turn out the lights and then it'll be outside. And then it'll phone you and you'll be like, ah! And then you'll trace the call and they'll say, it's coming from inside the house! And you're like, ah!
What does it sound like? You just,
Yeah, that's
But you know what it is.
It's a polar bear. They're very, you don't mistake. What is that, a marmoset? It's a polar bear, you know what it is.
Yeah, but polar bear stalking you versus coming at you 56 kilometers per hour with 8 rows of teeth.
Yeah, no, they're pretty dangerous, I guess. Well, just don't get in the water again. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's probably, no, it's a wise choice. So I guess I didn't really overcome my fear. Because I'm not.
We have to take a commercial break. So that I can overcome my fear of being fired. We'll be right back with Sarah Chalke. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here with Sarah Chalke, who was telling me all about a lot of stuff. Anyway, we've just found out it was the longest ever segment we've ever done in the show, in the history of the show.
I'm so honored to be.
Yeah, but we're out of time. We don't have time for you to say how
maybe
honored
it means, and maybe it also just means like I talk too much.
No, I think, you know what it was? I think you started talking, and I became sort of hypnotized by your voice and your dress and your...
I was also using a medallion, I don't know if you saw it, that was moving from side to side.
Do you think you could hypnotize me?
Yes.
Go ahead then, do it. I want to take my clothes off.
I tried hypnosis once.
Did you really?
Hypnobirthing. Didn't work.
So you didn't have a baby?
I had the baby, but it really hurt.
Well, then don't do that.
No.
We're out of time. What do you want to do? Awkward pause, dance with a horse.
Dance with a horse.
Alfredo, strike up the band! Let's play with the horse! Don't talk, everybody!
Oh, salsa!
Sure. Tonight, please welcome the lovely Sarah Chalke, everybody. Sarah Chalke. Yeah, no, that's great. Right, no, I have to. Can I? Do you mind if they have a look at it?
Oh, if we just unzip it all the way up?
No. I'm just saying. Look, hey, look at that.
I mean, I'm okay with
sexy,
that.
like a zip all the way down.
Oh, you're just trying to be nice to me because I just read the meanest thing.
You read the meanest thing?
I'm newish to the Twitter, and
don't read about yourself on Twitter. Just post. Crikey.
I
Run.
didn't mean to read it. My goal was not to read about myself. I was reading the comments, and someone said, I'm doing this cartoon, which I love, called Rick and Morty, and it's really fun. And somebody said, @Sarah Chalke has finally found the best medium for her looks, #animation.
Oh, see, that's just a hater hating. Don't worry about that.
It's just mean.
It is mean. You will find mean people on Twitter, but here's the thing. Most people are not. But then your eye is not drawn to that because that's the ointment, but your eye is drawn to the fly, and there's a couple of flies in that ointment.
So what do you do when you read the fly?
Well, here's the thing. Don't read it. Don't read it. Or, you know, if you like, for example, if you're in the bathroom or something like that, and you're passing the
I mean, Jeff Houston.
I'm so sorry.
yeah, but apparently, the reason the last commercial break was so long was that somebody didn't go before they left the house. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
There's like a lot of water bottles in those dressing rooms.
There are, yeah, and I nervously
Lots.
drink water before I go on stage.
A lot.
Yeah. No, you're all right. It's fine. Slow down. We got a long way to go. Slow down! So, listen. Here's the thing.
I wanted to. I've just been sorry. I've just been drawn to your shoes because you've got a lot of toe cleavage there, and it's awesome.
It's not my fault. I'm all toe. This is literally the lowest you can buy a shoe to come, and I still have toe cleavage. I'm half.
No, I think toe cleavage is great. It's very sexy. I mean, it's toe cleavage is on the way to the real cleavage.
It's good for benedicting your cumberbatch.
Yes, it is. I tell you. Yeah, you'll certainly know. Look, so Twitter, you're going on Twitter. I'm concerned that you mustn't read the comments about you.
Okay.
Unless, I never ever ask the internet a question. Ever.
Like,
ever.
What would you ask the internet?
Well, for example, hey guys, should I wear these shoes to the premiere? Don't ever do stuff like that.
Because they'll comment on how much toe cleavage.
Yeah, or something like, for example, hey everybody, put up a comment of this meme of me. Don't do that. Do you wear contact lenses?
I took them out, so I can't see you right now.
How many fingers am I holding up? 1 or 2?
4. Trick question.
Yeah, that's sorry. So there you are then. Hey, what's going on? It was one, yeah, but the other one's got. I've got a Band-Aid on my.
Oh, I meant on the bathroom break. It was
I knew it was.
I thought that's why you were asking me.
Oh, I knew it was one. I only do 2s if I can get home. If not, I'm waiting. No, man, I don't go spreading the love around town, man. I go home. I go to my nest and walk in a little circle, and then It's a serious thing.
No, it's a very serious thing.
Oh, very serious. Anyway, look, never mind that.
Right.
So, are you going home for Christmas?
Yes.
Where is that then?
Canada.
Canada. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have Christmas up there?
We celebrate all the same things. Thanksgiving is earlier, which makes much more sense, so it's not this cluster at the end of the year.
Hey, hold on. Wait. It's a Canadian word. She's allowed to. You're a racist. So, when is Canadian Thanksgiving? It's like in July or something, isn't it?
It's in October.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because the bountiful harvest is a little earlier.
Right, okay, because it's in the north. That makes sense.
We're going up north. My sisters, all of her kids, all Charlie's cousins are up there. So he told me that he wanted to move back to Canada, and I told him, well, we can't really do that right now. And so the other day he told me I wrote a letter to Santa, and I was like, great, what are you wishing for? He goes, that we move back to Canada.
Oh.
So
are you going to go back to Canada then?
To move there?
Yeah.
No, we can't.
Because your work is here.
Yeah.
I could move to Canada. I love Canada. I love Canada. I love Scottish people in Canada. In fact, I think I'm, not being too controversial when I say Scottish people. I built Canada, and I like Canada. What part of Canada?
Vancouver.
Vancouver's a lovely part of Canada.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful up there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you got the things.
And the things and
the skiing, the Whistler's up there with the skiing. That's. Do you ski?
Yeah. I ski. It's my first job.
What, skiing was your first job? Were you a ski instructor?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's nice. Did you wear a little outfit?
I did. I wore a tiny little outfit.
Yeah, I bet you did, yeah. My little fur hat. I like that look. Even on the women.
What's your ski outfit?
Me, I ski wearing a black long coat. I look like the child catcher. Coming down the slopes. You'd be amazed how quick the kids get out of the way.
That's a good way to clear the
Yeah, you get like this little snowboarders. What's wrong?
I don't. I'm just admiring your tights.
They're lovely tights, aren't they? They keep me warm when I'm skiing.
I have something for you. I went to a lot of trouble with the wrapping.
Oh, you bought me a present?
Well, it's your 2053rd.
This is the big one, 2053.
2053.
Yeah.
So I brought you this, and I know that you like to, wear tights to express yourself under your pants.
Yes.
You actually could use these to double up for skiing, I was just thinking, but...
You brought me tights?
So I brought you some new tights.
They're new, right?
Mostly.
Oh.
You can get maybe some Purell on them, and they'll be fine, so you don't... That's how you get shingles, old tights.
Oh, old tights?
Old tights,
They're
yeah.
nice. They're like socks, but with underpants attached.
No, they're the full...
With the leg bridge. This is called the leg bridge. This is the sock area, leg bridge, underpants.
Banana hammock.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Look, these are ripped.
What's that? No, they're not. This is, you clearly do not understand what tights are. This is what tights are.
What?
And then I thought...
I'm sorry, I've never handled them empty before. It's like, they don't feel the same at all.
And
I feel a little,
nice,
these are very nice.
bit of a Scottish...
Oh, yes. No, that's like being in Scotland right now.
It's right? Oh, no,
it's
no,
lovely.
I rip them.
Oh, did
I'm
you get it on
I'm
your
just
expensive
attached.
jewellery?
That's all. Yeah, there we go, there we go.
Okay. That's
This
nice.
is embarrassing. It's almost the same as what you're wearing. I didn't realize. Similar fabric.
This is like QVC.
Yeah,
and all these things, I'm
representing
getting
tights.
ready. After next week, I'll be like, and all these tights, one easy payment of $19.99.
Those were a lot more than $19.99.
Really? Are
At
tights
the
very
Salvation
expensive?
Army on the way.
You see, you know, the thing is that women's clothing is very, very expensive, very overpriced, I think.
Very.
Yeah, the smaller they get, the more expensive they become.
Totally.
See, I think if you're buying lingerie for little people, like if say you're, you know, like you worked in the circus and you had a little, you know.
Which us both being carnies, we have done that.
Are you a carny?
Yeah, we're also carnies.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you travel from other carnies in Canada? I suppose there are, aren't there?
Yes, yes, there are. So you're working with the circus and you're buying tiny lingerie.
Well, it must be very expensive, is what I'm saying, because it gets very small. Yeah.
It gets very tiny.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do. Open a tiny underwear company and make a lot of money.
We'll call it Adorables. And we'll get little adorable clothes for people to be like, oh, thanks so much. I feel like we're going into a dark and unpleasant area a little bit.
What do you think, Jeff?
Oh, thanks so much.
That made me laugh. That's when you know it's bad. When you make the robot laugh, you know it's dark. Yeah.
I can't believe I found out something very upsetting tonight on my way in. I saw Secretariat before I walked in, and his head was off.
Oh, yeah, it's not a real horse.
Like, it was really hard to kind of get the...
But you know what we're
energy
going to
come out
do
of
on
you
the
after
last
that.
show next week? We're going to reveal who's inside.
Well, now I already know the answer to that.
Do you, Sarah? Do you?
I do.
Do you, Sarah?
I don't know. I wasn't wearing my contact lenses, so I
Right,
couldn't really
exactly.
see.
So you don't.
So
know.
maybe it was
maybe you
just-
didn't see what you thought you saw.
And you're right, and I did hear some neighing coming from over there. Yes. I'm in a
Well, are you
trance.
still doing that thing? Still doing that thing? Okay. Look, we're out of time.
Well, one last dance?
Last dance?
One last dance?
We've never danced.
We've always danced.
Do we always dance?
Always danced. But before we dance or don't dance, I just want to say what a pleasure and an honor it's been to come on your show, because you're the best at this and you make it the most fun, and you're going to be very missed.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you. Let's dance! Sarah Chalke, everybody.